Marvel Rivals is a 6v6 team-based shooter where you play as Marvel heroes and villains. Pretty similar to OG Overwatch. The platinum for Marvel Rivals is a 6 out of 10, taking around 40 hours to complete. I thought getting this platinum would be a walk in the park, since I already got the Overwatch one, which is 7 out of 10, taking over 100 hours to complete. The games are pretty much the same, and a lot of the characters are super similar to the Overwatch ones, so I thought it wouldn't be too much of a challenge. And I was mostly right. The platinum consists of getting different achievements with 31 different heroes. There was a total of 41 trophies, including the platinum. Now, the game plan was simple. Work on the situational trophies, which there were a lot of, when the situations presented themselves, and do random other trophies when the situations weren't there. To add on to the challenge, I decided to not boost this platinum, and as proof, the last trophy I unlocked was the Play with a Friend trophy. One thing that made getting every trophy more frustrating was that trophies would only pop once the match was over, so sometimes I didn't even know if I had actually earned the trophy until after the match was over. I was also lagging really hard during some of these matches. 30% of the time I was playing, my gameplay looked like what you're seeing on the screen right now. So needless to say, this was a lot harder than it would have been if my Wi-Fi actually worked. The first trophies I earned were pretty straightforward, and they were all on the same match. I landed a 3-player kill streak, I abotted a player, and then I completed my first arcade match. With arcade out of the way, all of my other trophies were earned in quick play. My first hero-related trophy was with Jeff the Landshark. For this one, you have to swallow 4 players using his ultimate. This wasn't too hard to get done. Most of the ones where you only have to hit 4 players with your ult and not kill anyone were actually really simple. You just had to wait until the game was almost over and everybody went to the payload or point and then throw your ult then. After that one, I got another super easy trophy for just using the customizable wheel once. Then came the Luna Snow trophy. I had been working on this trophy already since it's one of the situational trophies. For this one, you have to complete 5 matches on 5 different teamed maps. This was my first situational trophy, so again, it took a bit more time, but it is the easiest hero trophy since all you have to do is complete 5 matches with her. Next up, I got Namor's trophy, which requires you to get 10 kills using his turrets in a single match. This is actually really easy because unlike other games like Overwatch, you don't have to last hit in order to get the kill. If you deal even a little bit of damage, you get the kill counted. And it made a lot of the other trophies easier. So I got this pretty quick, because all I had to do was place my turrets, get 1 or 2 hits with them, and then my teammates could finish the people off. After that, I got Moon Knight's trophy, which is really easy because all you have to do is hit 4 people with his ultimate, which is a pretty big AoE, and is really hard to dodge. Then I got Hulk's trophy. For this one, all you have to do is get a kill shortly after becoming Bruce. Think of Mini Diva from Overwatch. This one was super easy, probably one of the easiest trophies in the game. Then I got the opportunity to do another situational trophy, getting 10 kills as Hawkeye while being assisted by an Avenger. I'm not sure if this could be spread out throughout matches or if it had to be done in a single match, but I did do it in a single match. This one is also really easy to get considering 3 of the Avengers are tanks and they were just basically hitting everybody, so any kill that I got pretty much counted towards it. This guy is pretty similar to Hanzo, in which he can one-shot with his bow and arrow. Super easy to play, kind of broken. Right after that, I earned Doctor Strange's trophy for making a player fall to their death using a portal. This was also really easy. I have less than a minute played on Doctor Strange. All you have to do is start on defense, and before the game starts, put the portal in the enemy base so that when they exit, they're just running out, so they don't really look anywhere and they just end up jumping out through your portal. After that, I earned Venom's trophy for hitting 4 people with his ultimate. Again, this was a really simple one. All you have to do is wait until people are grouped up in the points. This happens usually when the match is about to end. And then right after, I got Groot's, which is basically the same requirement, just with a different character, and it's super easy because Groot has quite a bit of range with his ult as well. Next, I picked up another situational one with Star-Lord. To get this, you have to get 10 kills with assists from other Guardians of the Galaxy members. This is even easier than the Hawkeye one because some of the Guardian of the Galaxy members are actually supports. And I also got it done in one match since I had a Mantis and a Rocket in my team, both of them supports, so this was really easy. I don't know if it counted twice every kill since I got an assist from Rocket and Mantis, but I got like 30 kills that match, all of them with assists from them too. Right after that came another situational trophy that I had been working towards for a little bit, which is killing 10 mutants as Scarlet Witch. This one is a little more complicated since there's very specific mutants you had to kill, and it took a little bit longer to get since if people were playing mutants, it was like a Wolverine in a match, so I wasn't gonna kill him 10 times in the same exact match, so it just took a little bit longer to get. But nothing that has taken me too long yet. Surprisingly, I got Thor's trophy in a single match, even though it is considered one of the harder trophies to get. You basically have to strike down 4 people with his ultimate, as we've seen this trend, but since it's such an easy ultimate to dodge, it makes this one significantly harder than the other ones, like landing Venoms or Groots. Next up, I got Black Widow's trophy, which required me to get 3 kills in a match using critical hits or basically just getting headshots. This was a little bit harder because headshots don't actually one-shot anyone with Black Widow, but still I got it done in one match. Then I got Storm's situational trophy, where you have to assist an X-Men member 10 times. This was ridiculously easy because her aura passively gives teammates speed or damage boosts, and I got a Wolverine on my team, so I just had to follow him around and let him do everything. I literally did not shoot once this entire game because I was scared of not getting assists and getting kills, since like I mentioned earlier, just hitting someone gives you the kill, so you don't really have to like finish anyone. But I got like 40 assists that game, all from Wolverine. He carried the team, got MVP and everything, and with that I got my trophy. After that, I decided to go for Loki's trophy. It's pretty straightforward, you just have to go invisible, stab someone from behind, and get the kill. He's like supposed to deal more damage with that. It is advertised as dealing a lot more damage, but it's really not that much of a difference between a normal melee attack, so you actually have to go ahead and like finish them off. Usually going after like a weaker healer or someone that you can easily kill is the best choice, but Loki is not a weak champ on his own, so it was pretty easy. Then I finally got the situation in which I could get Adam Warlock's trophy. You need 3 other Guardians of the Galaxy members on your team, so fortunately I ended up in a match with a Star-Lord, a Groot, and a Rocket, so I was able to check this one off. Like I said before, I'm not doing this boosted, so it was pretty much just luck to get this one. I was not too worried about it though, because Groot and Rocket and Star-Lord are actually played pretty often. Then I got the Punisher trophy. I don't know why, but I assumed that this trophy was to get 3 KOs with his ult, and so I did that. But after not getting the trophy, I realized that it was actually land 3 KOs while using his smoke. So I had to go back and do that again, but I actually enjoyed playing the Punisher, so it wasn't the worst thing ever. Then I got Magneto's, which is to assist mutant allies 10 times. This one I had been working on for a really long time and just couldn't get it. I'm not sure if it was because Scarlet Witch was not counting, because before all of my assists had come from Scarlet Witch, or because all of the 10 assists had to be in a single match, but nevertheless, I got a Wolverine and a Storm in one of my matches, and I was able to get all of the assists in that one match. I want to say that it could also have been that I had 9 assists with Scarlet Witch, and I don't know. I have no idea why it took me so long, but it took me a few matches to get through. Then I got the Rocket one in one match as well. All you have to do is revive the Guardians of the Galaxy members 5 times. This one's really simple. With his R1, he like drops a thing that revives people when they die. And I had a Star-Lord in my match that just kept consistently feeding and dying, which actually worked out in my favor because I was able to get the trophy right then. After that, I got another situational one, which is the Hela one. You have to land a 3-player KO streak in a specific map. This was super easy. I tried it like 2 times and got it my second time. Hela is a super overpowered DPS, and it's really easy to get triple kills with her, especially in her ult. And I was getting this map literally all the time, and I keep getting this map all the time and always playing it. Unlike the Black Panther map, which I literally never got. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. Next, I got the trophy for Winter Soldier, which all you have to do is land 3 kills with a single use of your ult. This is another one of the most common trophy types, alongside the hitting 4 people with your ult, is killing 3 people with your ult. This was super easy. His ult is actually really nice and lasts quite a bit of time. It's really easy to get a triple kill with, and it only took me 1 match. Then I got Psylocke's one, which is really weird for her kit. You have to contest the mission area for 60 seconds in a single match. This one also only took me 1 match to do, surprisingly. All I did was get in a domination map, and the team like kind of left, and there was only a Loki left on the point or something, or there were like a few people left on point, and I just sat in the back of the point for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds even, and nobody noticed I was there, so I just stood there for however long until they noticed, and that's how I got the trophy for it. After that, I got Iron Man's, which is just hitting 4 enemies with a single use of his ult. This one again is super easy. His ult has a really big AoE damage space, and during this game we were kind of destroying the enemy team, so they were like stuck on spawn, and when they like came out, there was this really like narrow space, so I just threw it there and it hit 4 of them. Then I got the Squirrel Girl one, which is another one of those landing 3 kills with a single use of the ult. This one was a little bit harder. I was also lagging really hard during this, so I didn't even know I got the thing. So as you can see, I was lagging so badly. But at the end of the match, the trophy popped, so I guess I got it somehow. I could literally not tell you at what point I got it, but it seems like I did. Right after that, I got the Spider-Man one, which is to detect an enemy with spider sense and land a winning counterattack. So basically kill them after you use the spider sense. The spider sense seems to appear whenever you're near an enemy, but it doesn't do so all the time. So it took me a little bit of time to get this because I couldn't get the spider sense to pop. I like walked around to the backside and waited for it to pop, and then I ulted in attempts of getting whoever it was, but it doesn't really tell you who it is, so you don't know who to kill. But anyways, I got it after a little bit of trying. You just pop your ult, it's an insta-kill. I do not know how to play Spider-Man or anything, so it was pretty much getting the ult, going around, waiting for the spider sense, and then hoping you get the right person. After that, I got the Penny Parker one, which I would say is sort of situational, just because of the way that I played it. You had to blast 3 enemies with a single use of her mines, so think Junkrat mines if you know Overwatch. But basically, what I did was wait until I was in defense and then run up to their spawn and place the traps right outside the spawn so that when they came barging out, it would just hit 3 of them, hopefully. And I got it after a few attempts. After that, I got Magix, which is landing 3 kills with a single use of her ult, which is basically like her abilities but boosted. This was pretty simple as well. It didn't take me too long to get it, and I actually had fun playing her, so it wasn't the worst thing ever. After that, I got Iron Fist, which is the same thing, land 3 kills with a single use of his ult. He's actually a really fun character to play, and it was also super easy. Same concept of ult, just a boost of his powers, but it was a big boost. It's really easy to get the 3 kills. Now, with these trophies done, came the alleged hard trophies or grindy trophies. I had 6 character trophies left. I still hadn't reached level 20. I still hadn't won 100 matches, and I still hadn't teamed up with a friend to play a match. Now, this is where I started getting a little bit worried. I still hadn't gotten the Black Panther trophy, which was to land a 3-player KO streak in a specific map. My issue was that I literally never got that map. I had gotten it like 5 times this far, and I hadn't gotten that many attempts. One time I actually was not looking at my screen and got a Black Panther map, and so I played Black Panther and got a triple kill, but once it was done, I realized that I was actually in the wrong map. But anyways, I moved on and decided to finish the other trophies while I waited for the map to hopefully one day show up. And so I started going for the Cloak and Dagger trophy. This one did take me a little bit of time, less than 2 hours still. What you have to do is assist allies in achieving a team wipe. Now, for some reason, team wipes are so rare in this game. I don't know why, but it is so hard to get a 6k. I think it's something with the time of respawning never changing and it's always like super low. And so people usually respawn before you can get the kill or how the game is set up. But I swear it's so much more easier to get a team kill in Overwatch than it is in this game. All you had to do is assist the last kill. You don't have to assist all 6. So it wasn't the most complex thing ever. Now, a lot of people talked about how it took them 8 hours, 10 hours to get this trophy, and there's a really similar one, which is the Mantis one. It's the exact same trophy, but with Mantis. So I was a little bit worried going into this, but nevertheless, I finished in less than 2 hours, got a good team, and got a team wipe. I will say the Cloak and Dagger one is easier than the Mantis one because Cloak and Dagger can actually deal a lot more damage and do a lot more stuff assisting than Mantis can. With that one out of the way, all I had to do was the Mantis one, the Captain America one, Black Panther, and Wolverine. But before any of that, I reached level 20. I was switching who I was playing around, playing Wolverine sometimes, Captain America sometimes, and Mantis sometimes, because I did not want to get too bored of either character. And then one morning I woke up and literally got all 3 back to back to back. The Mantis one took me around 2 hours, but I was getting desperate. I don't know why, but I felt like I was never going to accomplish this because literally there were no team wipes ever happening. And I was like losing hope on my teammates and on everything, and I genuinely thought that a team wipe was the most impossible thing ever. But after only 2 hours, I ended up getting a team wipe, and with that, the trophy. The Wolverine one also came pretty quick. For Wolverine, you have to land 3 kills with a single use of his ult. This one is really hard as well. It is one of the hardest trophies to earn. Surprisingly enough, I did not think it was the worst thing ever. I got pretty lucky. It wasn't one of the hardest trophies I'd earned. I would think that Cloak and Dagger and Mantis were way harder to earn, since when you play Wolverine, getting that 3 KO is all up to you. Mantis and Cloak and Dagger, there's nothing you can do if your team is not good. For Wolverine, you can make your team good. So I thought that was nice, and I did enjoy getting that trophy. Then I started working for the Captain America one while still praying to get that Black Panther map. Now, all of this day, I was grinding Marvel Rivals. I had played like 5 hours and still no sign of the map, not even once. And that really sucks because not only do I need this trophy, but I also really like that map, so it was really unfortunate. But I started going for the Captain America one, and I thought there's no way in hell I get this before I get the Black Panther one. This is a really hard trophy. You had to land 3 kills with a single use of his ultimate, and since I'm not boosting it, I couldn't get like a Groot to help me out or anything to help me out. I had to get all these 3 kills by myself. And so after less than 2 hours of playing Captain America, I got the trophy. And it was actually pretty much all me, surprisingly. I just ulted, went in there and killed 3 people. Not something I was expecting to do at all. And so now I was left with only 3 trophies, or well, 4 if you count the platinum. Winning 100 matches, teaming up with a friend, and the Black Panther trophy for landing a 3-player kill streak in the damn map that I never got. And so I started grinding the game, hoping to get that map. My original idea was to only play Black Panther to guarantee getting that trophy, but it wasn't working because I hated playing him. It got extremely boring. I got the 100 wins and still no sign of the map. So I started playing other characters, but playing alone was just not fun and it started feeling like a chore. So I cheated. I called a friend to come play with me because I was bored. And the first match we played together, I got the map. Now, I know I said that I was not boosting and that the last trophy I would unlock was to play with a friend. And technically, that was the last trophy I unlocked, but I still feel like I cheated. And while I still had intentions of only playing with him and not letting him help me with the trophy, I caved. The opportunity was too perfect. Who knew if I ever would get this map again? So, I asked him to play Groot, and we had an insane ult combo, landing me 3 kills with my ultimate. Now, here is why I still don't think I boosted this trophy. A few days ago, I landed a quadra kill with Black Panther in this map, but because I didn't last hit 2 of the 4 kills, it didn't count. But I was told that that didn't matter, so I just assumed it was a bug in my game. So technically, I had gotten the trophy a while ago, and so after the match, I unlocked the Black Panther trophy, the Playing with a Friend trophy, and the Platinum. I had a lot of fun going for this Platinum. I have not enjoyed a multiplayer game as much as I enjoyed this one in a really long time. While some of the trophies were a little absurd, I think this Platinum was a solid 8 out of 10, a slight challenge and not too long.